Hello. What's going on, everybody? Bum crack. How are you, my friend? My friend, my friend. Good weekend. Everybody have a good weekend? I had a good weekend. Not much happened, but had a good weekend. Man, swimming pool water is fine. Fine. It ought to be for the amount of money I spend on that pool. uh, Swimming pools are expensive. Expensive. Uh, yeah, they are. So, what's going on in the crazy world of reselling and silver and gold? Don't know. Gotta get some things straight here on my desk. It's annoying me. uh, yeah, I keep all the crap laying around. Well, it's just me. I don't know where Tom is. Scott said he was going to he's at an auction. So he's not gonna be here. Then he said, I know you're gonna miss me. Hi, Mom. Uh, Lag Mom. Mom's Lag. Matt Lag's mom. So, yeah. Yeah. What else is going on? Yeah, the swimming pool. I actually got some sun rays on my shoulders. Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Uh, what else is going on? Nothing. Man, went to did the online auction yesterday, and I bought too much stuff. Way too much. That preview picture I put up, those 4 gold pieces cost me $260. But there's $400 worth of gold melt value in those. So that was cool. Also bought a Pioneer reel-to-reel tape recorder, and that cost me $200. But it's worth between 5 and 1,000.
Good morning.
Five. Hi, Tom. You're kind of soft. Why are you soft?
Uh, I don't know.
Which is not a bad thing.
Do what, honey?
Oh, now I hear you.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Sadie.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now you're too loud.
How about now?
It's okay either way. Doesn't matter. Just got to give you a hard time.
Okay.
So, give me your opinion. Should you spend a whole lot of money to make a whole lot of money? I know
Yeah.
we as resellers like to buy a $5 item and sell it for 40 or 50. But at the auction I bought Some gold for $260. Gold jewelry.
Uh-huh.
Its value is just the melt value is 400. So, and then if it's if the melt values, I mean, if they're good enough pieces to still wear, then they will have a premium on top of that. So I'm hoping I can get like maybe $500-600 back out of them, which would be a profit of about 300. But we'll see. Got to go to the auction house and pick it up today. And I also bought a Pioneer reel-to-reel that sells between 500 and 1,000. So Lag, we know he buys expensive stuff. Spent 14,000 on 34 items. So that's about what, 500 a piece, average. Hey Mark. Mark does a show every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern time, 11 Central.
Come here.
Kitty cat.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here, little girl. You're not alone. Come
Sound like a spoiled cat.
She is. She sleeps on the bed every night with us between us.
So I spent $1,000 at the auction yesterday,
Wow.
but it should net out 2,000 or 3,000. Storms in Memphis.
We had a storm last night. Knocked our power out about 11 o'clock last night.
Dang.
It's supposed to have been back on about 4, but it came back on about 2 or 2:30, I think. I vaguely remember it coming back online.
No, Lag. I watch I watch a bunch of reseller YouTube, and it seems like I spend as much or more than everybody I watch, at least per item. I maybe not get the quantity that others do, but yeah, Sadie went to the races.
Yeah, I saw that. That was dirt track, correct?
Look, dirt.
Yeah. He said it had a lot of rain and it washed over the track. My Uncle Wallace had during the late 60s, he and his boys had a dirt track racing car. And, but they had a driver because his boys weren't old enough. So, my uncle told us one time he was talking about the racing days. They had a powder puff race, which is where they put women in the cars and send them out on the track. And my Aunt Corrine, Uncle Wallace's wife, she drove his car. And Uncle Wallace said his driver said that he couldn't pay him enough to get out on that track with those women, because he says those women were vicious. If somebody got in their way, they would move them out of their way. So, but then once everything started going to asphalt pavement on the tracks, he quit because the tires got too expensive. He said dirt track was poor man's racing. So
Dude,
there's your
any of
uncle.
the YouTube people make $300K a year. Yeah, I'm sure a few do. I'm pretty sure that Rally Roots makes that much, and I'm pretty sure that what's his name?
That's sad, Mr. Sadie.
Gary V. And I'm pretty sure that
Are you talking about YouTube money, or are you talking about reselling money?
or a lot of the YouTube people make 300,000, but they have several income streams. They got their reselling, and then they got their YouTube, and then they got their whatnot auctions. I would imagine that Harry Tornado, I bet he's up around that income level. What's the guy in Florida? Drives a fancy car and lives on a lake. Y'all know who I mean.
Rockstar.
Rockstar Flipper. He's probably pulling in close to 300 grand. Harry Tomato sells to his followers. Well, yeah, why not? That's a once you reach a level of notoriety on YouTube, are you gonna turn down your followers buying your stuff? No.
I mean, honestly, if you buy storage units, big purchases, buying out stores and whatnot, if you've got a lot of followers and you got a lot of followers close by, that's a good way to blow stuff out. Give them a really good deal, and get it moved out.
Nephew's mother-in-law. Why would you commit suicide? It's just cheating everybody that loves you. Stupid. And sad. You got to pray for the families.
Yeah, that is. Good
Hey,
morning, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, my cousin's wife died last week. I think it was kind of sudden. My cousin had passed away about 3 years ago, but she was not in bad health, I didn't think. Sometimes things just jump up on you. I didn't hear how she passed. Right in this one? that's just for fun, and it's. So, how were sales over the weekend for you, Tom?
I didn't sell anything.
Hi, Beth.
I mostly
Okay.
sorted and listed, so I hope things will pick up this week.
Listed. Yeah, you got some new stuff to list, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a bunch of bicycle stuff.
That's right. Is it new stuff?
Yeah, all new stuff.
I got a big lot of bicycle stuff about 2 years ago, and boy, it all sold. I don't think I may have one or two items left.
Stuff like this.
Yeah, the gear.
Yeah, this is a gear assembly off the back of the bike.
If you've got, what are some of the manufacturer names you've got for the bicycle parts?
You should preempted me with that. I don't know. This was from a bicycle shop, so this is not stuff that you buy for your Walmart bicycle unless you're trying to upgrade it. I mean, it's all
Right.
50
Anytime
to
a part breaks on a Walmart bicycle, you just go buy a new bicycle.
right. I mean, some of this stuff sells for the price of a Walmart bicycle. I got a bunch of seats, bunch of saddle, the seats, saddles as they call them in the industry, and they sell for.
Yeah. They sell for what?
They sell for some, $25, $30. Some of them will go in a flat rate shipping envelope and padded envelope and go out because they're small enough.
Yeah, the great thing about bicycle parts is they're usually small.
Yeah.
Brakes and cables and brake pads and sprockets and gears and pedals, shoes.
I got a bunch of stuff. I have no idea what it is because it's just loose stuff.
Well,
but what I'm gonna do is
look up the model numbers.
There's not any model numbers on them, so they're parts of something else.
Use your Google. What do you call it? Google Pics, Google Lens.
Well, I thought about some of it, just like lotting it up. Take good pictures of it and say a lot of miscellaneous bicycle parts. And
oh, I wouldn't. I mean, that bicycle stuff I had sold for a lot of money, so I would look up everything possible. Maybe the ones you just flat can't find what it is, lot them together, but
yeah.
But I mean, that stuff's so good. But Anissa said she sold two of those aluminum web chairs. I've got two frames they're leaning up against the wall by the pool. But they need new webbing, and I got some webbing, I just don't know how to put it on. Ooh, gold and silver dropping this morning.
Just sell them without it, or sell it and then the frames and then throw in the web and. I mean, it's not hard to do, but dang, it takes some time.
I sold 16 things over the weekend.
Killing it, Todd.
And the total amount of sales is like 400, so no. I had nothing expensive going out had one army backpack, a vintage backpack I sold for 100, and the rest of the stuff is just nickel dime stuff.
Right.
Just cheap.
Well, that's $400 you didn't have.
Well, then all the fees come out. So
Well,
then
okay. Let's say it's $200 after purchasing. That's
Yeah.
$200 you didn't have to have. That's let's see, in bingo and Roberta's bingo money, that's 3 sessions at the bingo in the bingo house. You know.
And this has got packages going to California.
Um,
I bought a, let's see, I printed off the sheet. Where is it? I'll just go down the list here. If I can find what I did with it. What did I do with that? Oh, here it is. I bought a lot of 8 beard growth kits.
beard growth kits.
I have no idea what's in them, but they're brand new in the box, so
What are they for 12-year-olds?
I don't know. I never needed a beard growth kit. When I started growing a beard, man, it came in thick. I bought 18 vintage perfume bottles. I'm hoping there's, some of those perfume bottles, they can be high dollar. You wouldn't believe just the bottle. But that was just a shot in the dark. I don't know. About 5 knife sheaths.
Or the new or used?
Sheath is hard to say, isn't it? Sheath.
Yeah.
5 knife sheaths and a handcuff holder.
Oh, handcuff holder.
Yeah, the little leather thing you wear on your belt
Yeah.
to put a pair of handcuffs in.
If you said handcuffs, I was getting ready to start looking over there to the chat to see what Lag had to say about that.
You sold. You know how to put on the webbing? You lean that chair up against, I don't know, it's a project. I got a bunch of projects.
Well, back in the day, you just take off a couple of screws and then cut the webbing, and
Yeah,
because I was doing that as a kid, I mean, that was just one of my chores to fix the. And what was so cool about it is that you could end up with a chair that has 12 different colors on it. You buy the webbing in a roll, and whatever color roll they had is what color my dad would buy. So,
Yeah, Mike. Let me screen share it here. Let's see. Oh crap! How do I get? Dang. Okay. I'll get there eventually. I'll show you the pack. Share screen. I think I had free shipping on it though, and it went to California also. But
what is the Alice pack?
the designation is LC1, which is like Vietnam to about. That may go back to like Korea to Vietnam era. Let's see, there it is. I had the frame and belt and shoulder straps and everything, so this is a complete. You see the aluminum or steel aluminum frame there.
Right.
It's in pretty good shape for being 40 years old. That weatherproofing comes off of the the top flap of the bag pretty easy. There's the designation.
Right.
But yeah, I took an offer of $100. That's all right. I made good money. I bought this pack in a lot from the auction. So, but just about everything else I sold over the weekend was, I don't know, I sold a silver chain, I sold a pair of shoes, sold a pair of boots, sold some hair conditioner, I sold another pair of boots, sold a mint set of coins, I sold a set of speakers, wall speakers. You cut a hole in your wall and you stick those in it.
Has he got the grills too?
Yeah, they're leaning up.
Yeah,
In the
that's what I
back
thought
there.
it was behind it.
Grills are kind of stained, but they're really good speakers. So I had those sold for $50. That was probably my second best sale.
Now, how would you ship something like that, Todd?
In a box
Just don't be a smart ass.
with padding.
So you
I
just
don't
put them. You just
I don't even label my boxes box.
are you
But a
using a
bunch
good box or are you using a cereal box?
Good box. So I sold Dreamcast Cubert game. This is becoming what I sold. I sold another Craftsman trimmer line. I can't believe that stuff sells for so much. Sold a baseball bat, a shirt. I sold
I was watching.
Craftsman regulator.
I was watching a video from somebody, and he was talking about. He got a message from one of his buyers that said, I don't remember what it was. It was something to do with a edger, a trimmer, like a weed whacker, and which is a brand name, by the way. He was talking about the guy said, "Thank you for the quick shipment." Blah 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 blah. He said, "No, I want you to know I did pay up more than I could have bought it at the store, but I was just too lazy to go searching the hardware stores to buy it."
Yep. This RF adapter for a, can't remember if it's for an Xbox or what. No, PS1, PS2. I'm still selling stuff from that video game buyout I did 3 years ago. More than 3 years ago. Sold another pair of boots. I got like 4 pair of boots going out today.
Good.
These are just cheap roper boots. I sold a cheap cassette. NXS Kick. Was that your favorite group back in the day, NXS?
I don't even know who they are.
NXS.
I mean, I don't know what they sang. I probably would know their songs, but I don't.
Yeah, same here.
I can't put songs with groups unless it's something I really like.
Sold a belt buckle with a horseshoe and a rose on it.
That's nice.
Made in the USA.
Go ahead and sing it, Todd.
Born in USA, I was born in East LA.
Um,
Okay,
before
that's
I
what's sold.
before I forget it, Friday I have a doctor's appointment follow up on my eye at 9 o'clock, so I won't be able to make it on Friday.
Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna miss you.
So somebody out of the audience needs to plan on being here with Todd.
Yeah. I
Lag,
invited Scott today, but he said he was at an auction.
yeah, that's what I saw. Lag, you need to just go ahead and turn off the camera, get you a voice changer, and come in here with Todd. Either better than that, you go online and learn how to make one of those little animated characters. So you can just use that since you apparently are in the witness protection system or something.
All right, to continue with what I bought yesterday, I bought 2 hand crocheted throws. They look like the granny square
Right.
type. I bought 2 tubs of military gear. That was a shot in the dark. You couldn't tell anything from their picture. I bought a large lot of wine bottle carriers. I think they're just sacks with handles. I bought a Primos bench rest. You just rest your rifle on it to take to the gun range. Bought 2 sets of floor mats for a Honda Civic. Bought 43 Mercury dimes. Those are just for savings. I'm not going to sell those. Those are $102. Then I bought the gold lot that was in the thumbnail. There's 2 men's wedding bands and like a white gold engagement ring and a little tiny like a child's gold bracelet.
Right.
I bought a case of thousands of earplugs. I don't know why. I guess I'm gonna lot those into like lots of 20 or 50 or something. I may just give them all to Gwen and say, "Here, you're covered. You'll never hear my snoring again." Bought a pair of Doc Martin boots. I bought a Mitsubishi VHS player and ATT soundbar. I bought 4 of those Sony cassette recorders. Woohoo! That was a good buy. I bought a lot of DVD and Blu-ray players. God, there's like 7 or 8 of them in the lot. Those won't sell. They'll sell in my garage sale, but anyway, I didn't get much for them. I bought 3 cases of Post-it notes. There's 72 pads in each case. What's 3 times 72? A whole bunch.
216.
I don't know, 72 times 3.
72.
No, that'd be 208?
Huh?
No. 7 times 3 is 21, so it's 210 plus
6.
2 plus 6. So 200, I can't count.
I've got a calculator up on the screen right now, Todd. It's 216.
Oh, okay. I bought 216 Post-it note packs.
So,
Sorry, Sadie. I know you'd rather be anywhere else but here. Who's Andrew Tate? I don't even know him. I bought one of those Sony Handycams with the night shot. And that's it. That's what I bought. You can't sleep without earplugs.
He was on Big Brother, Andrew Tate. Oh, he's a kickboxer.
Oh,
If that's the right one he's talking about.
I don't know. I don't watch kickboxing.
What was that guy's name that used to have the morning show that did the kickboxing? Wasn't that what he did? Or did he do MMA or something like that?
Well, Kids Deals, just shoot me your address and I'll send you some for the cost of postage. I got them. I think I got. No, I paid up for those. But I looked at online. I looked on eBay what they were selling for. They were selling like 10 packs for $10. They're almost $1 a little pack. Kickboxing multimillionaire. If I was going to get kicked around, I would want to make $1 million from it too. That's got to be hard on you. I mean, Muhammad Ali developed what was it? The brain injury he had caused him to pretty much suffer the last 10 years of his life. I mean, like when he lit the torch at the, what was it, the 92 LA Olympics, he was shaky and.
Well, I don't remember his first name, but he is the father of Max Spear, who was Jethro Bodine on Beverly Hillbillies. His father was a pro boxer, and he allegedly killed a couple of guys with one blow. He hit so hard. Since you were talking about Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I remember reading a quote from Jethro that said, "I messed with my dad one time so bad he hit me and I never did it again." Because I think he was being interviewed or something, and somebody said, "Did your dad ever hit you?" He said, "I messed with Dad one time, and he hit me, and I never did. I never did it again."
Are you buying anything, Scott? Maggie is so modest. She's not even talking about her days as a champion kickboxing.
I thought she was roller derby.
No. She was a kickboxer while she was middle part of the CIA.
Oh, okay.
That was her front.
She infiltrated the, Beard. Yeah, we miss you. We already talked about you, Beard. You can go back to your little auction now.
But you know what, Mike? Back when I was a kid, everybody got boxing gloves for Christmas at some time during their childhood.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
my brother and I knocked the TV off the TV stand one time boxing each other.
I had an older brother, a younger brother, and one Christmas we all got 3 sets of boxing gloves. What my parents were thinking, I don't know. What Santa Claus was thinking, I don't know. Because it was on.
Yeah, that was back in the day when we had a TV,
Yeah.
and it was black and white.
Yeah, and then we got a portable one that was in my parents' bedroom that was black and white, and it was probably 13-inch. But yeah, now we've got a TV in every room.
He knocked your dad out. You'll send me a pet snake.
Oh yeah, I saw that on your grill, your back porch.
Oh, has he got a new pet?
Yeah, there was a snake stretched out on his grill, I think it was.
Just no word. What did I say? I can't remember.
Yeah, I didn't watch
I
very
didn't see
much
it.
of it because I hate snakes too, Vanessa.
Yeah, when
You
I
know,
lived in Abilene, we were about 30 miles from Sweetwater, and they had a rattlesnake roundup every year. It's a big festival. Tastes like chicken. You have one TV. We only we have 2 or 3 TVs, but we only use one.
my mom is terrified of snakes, and when we were, well, I would have been a teenager. There was a boy in our neighborhood who collected snakes, and little kids would come over and he'd show them the snakes, birthday parties. He would take up a bunch of his cages, all that kind of stuff. My mother knew his mother's phone number off the top of her head because if there was a snake, like a snake would crawl out onto the patio and whatnot, she wouldn't get a rake or a hoe or something and send it on its way. She would call Chris up or Chris's mom, and in a few minutes he'd come up to the house with his snake catching gear.
Did you see the snake that was in Texas Val's potted plant?
Nah, I don't even want to think about that. Y'all got some creepy ass damn snakes out there.
Big old rattlesnake just curled up in her potted plant. See if I can find it. I think she put it in the. Where did she put it? Maybe it was on. I don't remember. I thought it was on Facebook, but maybe not.
No, I don't do snakes. I will click right on past them babies.
No, that was on.
Facebook.
No, IG. What is it? IG. Instagram.
Instagram. I don't Instagram, I don't think.
Yeah, she had a potted plant. And the snake was all curled around the plant stalk.
If my allergies ever get bad enough that I need to move someplace like Arizona, I'll be going by myself. Because Roberta's not going out there because of the snakes and the scorpions.
Yep. Texas Val's house is right out in the middle of a Texas pasture. Hey, Scott.
Hey, if I have a rig, this will make a good video for you.
You already done?
Yeah, I'm already done. I'm headed back. The best part of it, I wish I'd have got on the video because when I found it, I'm like, Joni is terrified of snakes. Hey, Joni, come outside. I need to show you something. She walked out the door because the grill sits right out. I mean, it's 2 feet outside the door. she opened the door, looked right at that thing, and she started screaming bloody murder like somebody had killed her.
Was it a black snake?
Yeah, it was a black rat snake. That sucker he was about 4.5 feet.
Cool.
Dang.
How'd he get up on top of the grill? I guess they can climb.
I guess. I ended up chasing him into the grass, and then I slung him across the yard twice until he got close to the fence and he left.
Well, yeah, Beth. If you live close to pastures, you're gonna have all kinds of animals. We got skunks and possums and raccoons and snakes and.
Man, those mice got my F-150 twice this week. So
Oh no.
I need him to eat them little bastards.
Can't you like put out something you park your vehicle on top of so they can't crawl up in there? I don't know.
Is it still full of stuff? You 150. So I don't see very much stuff in the back of that van. So you must have not did too good, or they didn't have anything good.
Never saw a snake living there.
Oh.
Looked like he was going through a bad reception area.
Yeah.
There he is.
Did you not buy anything?
Am I back yet?
Yeah, you're back.
Yep.
Did you buy
sorry,
anything?
No, I didn't buy anything. I just dropped off. So I've got some of those 5-gallon bucket
Oh.
things where they walk up on top of it. So I'm setting those up today because it rained last night. I'm gonna put one by the truck and one by the van and one by the building. So let's go.
Yep.
I thought about setting up my GoPro and letting it do time lapse and watch them go through their death.
Is that the one with the trap door at the top that they fall in?
Oh yeah.
Those ads on TV are funny to watch, really. They crawl up a little ramp up on top of it, and then the weight of them just makes them drop right in the bucket.
Humane. Then you take them off and drop them off in the woods somewhere. He's hung up again.
Yep.
The
You're frozen, Scott.
when do you got to go pick up your stuff?
Yeah, I gotta pack up all these orders and go to the post office, and then I'll go over there after that.
Oh, so that's local.
No, it's an hour and 20 minutes away.
Oh. Well, are you going to take your bride and buy her dinner while you're over there?
Yeah, if she wants to go. Sometimes she goes with me, sometimes she don't. Yeah, the signal's terrible. It's all that brain power that the beard puts out. It messes with his phone reception. So the mice drown.
I hope not.
We have stupid frogs here too. Every time it rains heavy here, like 2 or 3 or 4 of them get in our swimming pool, and they can't get out. So eventually frogs will drown.
Well, don't you dip them out every morning?
Well, I don't check it every day. I should, but
What the hell do you have the pool for, Todd, if you don't use it every day?
Well, that's most of the time when we have rain like that, it's early in the spring when it's still too cold to get in the pool.
You're using it now, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful now. It's like, it's just a little cooler than, it's just perfect temperature, really. You feel
Gucci.
just a little chill when you first dip your body in, but that soon adjusts. You adjust to it. Feels good.
The last year my parents had their swimming pool, the summer was so hot that it felt like you got into a tub every time you got into their swimming pool.
Gucci dog color.
Which we had little kids then, so that was good for them, so they weren't cold. But
yep. How much does a Gucci dog color sell for, Mike? I've never had a Gucci dog color to sell. Maggie's here. Hi, Maggie. His brain is more like a vacuum of nothingness.
Maggie, you at the shore all the time now? Or are you back up in Philly with where the kids are at? Or did you make the kids move to the shore?
$75 for a dog collar. Jeez. So stocks are up, gold and silver are down. Well, it's a good thing I'm out of stocks and into gold and silver. But I know how to pick them. Well, it's a silver drop below 24 again. Dang.
Well, that's good, Maggie. None of that moving back and forth. Are the children, are your sons and their brides nearby? Because she's all about them, Mr. Ben and his cousin. Or is it his sister, brother? She took Mr. Ben to Florida, a month or so ago. I'd like to know how that experience was.
I think she said they were having fun.
Yeah, she said they had fun, but I bet she and Mike were exhausted when everybody went to bed at night.
Yep. To the moon. Back in Alabama. Came from Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
Now, the auction you went to, Scott, is that the one that you sail through?
That's what he said.
Well, that's what I thought too, but I didn't know he was driving to Tennessee for that. I thought that was something local.
Hank. I haven't heard from Hank in a long time, huh?
No, I
She
haven't
hadn't dropped
either.
into the chat in a month or more. Haven't seen her.
How about zoom in on what Maggie just said? Thank you. Oh, wow. I-95 collapsed.
Yeah, he says the auction's in Fayetteville, Tennessee.
Okay. I was thinking I thought that was local to you. I mean, I guess that's local.
27 minutes to get there. That's not too bad.
No. I mean, hell, I can't drive to north side of Charlotte in 27 minutes.
Yeah, I can't get to Waco in that short a time. Unless I drove like Scott.
Like your butt's on fire?
I've heard about Scott's driving. He is hell on wheels.
John Jones says 27 minutes for Scott or an hour for normal people.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. I just got a message from GoFundMe that says, it's hurricane season. Go ahead and donate now for the relief fund. There's nothing to relieve. They haven't had a hurricane yet. Well, God. Stupid GoFundMe.
Yeah. You know, they had one of those, a tanker truck to explode over on I-40, and it was going under an overpass and blew the daggum bridge out. Took them forever to get that fixed. Because, you know, they just couldn't go in there and rebuild the deck. They had to go in there and rip everything out. And so they would know it was not, you know, didn't have any micro cracks in it or anything. Have a good day, Beth. So yeah. Maggie, you better find you a good route to their house because you won't be going that way for a while.
I-40 collapsed over on a bridge in Oklahoma. And people just kept driving off the end of it into a lake.
Dumbasses.
Well, that happened at nighttime and nobody could see it, you know. It just... I think somebody finally saw what was going on and they got up there and were flagging people down.
I forgot who it was. It was telling me they'd never seen the Pacific real, you know, live. I said, well, just get on I-40 and start driving. when your water starts coming in your car, you should be in the Pacific. I-95 is busy. It don't matter where it's at. I can just imagine going through someplace like Philadelphia. I mean, you can leave South Carolina. It's been years ago. I left South Carolina with some friends, and we were going to go to Fort Lauderdale, and it was like 3:00 in the morning. And if you were not running 90, you were going to get run over. But it was just traffic.
Okay, yeah, this is what happened. A barge hit the bridge and knocked it down.
Damn.
People were just driving off it into that water.
When was that?
That's been a long time ago. But I remember that happening. That was, I mean, even a good 2002.
Okay.
So it's been 21 years ago.
I
remember that happening.
That had to be a logistic nightmare trying to find someplace to get all that traffic rerouted around it.
Yeah, I-40 is the busiest highway in Oklahoma.
Well, being that it runs from North Carolina to California.
Yeah, it goes coast to coast, doesn't it?
Yeah, it starts. Let's see, I-40 starts at Richmond or someplace like that.
It's like that's where Forrest Gump did his running.
Yeah.
Hey, Glenn. How you doing, Glenn guy? Did you ever get the results of your MRI, or did you say you did and haven't told us yet?
Scott probably knows I-40 like the back of his hand. He's made so many trips out west shopping.
Yeah, I-40 only goes through the panhandle of Texas. The part of Texas that is left of Oklahoma, which most of Texas is south of Oklahoma.
Is it I-20 that goes through the south part of Texas?
Yeah, I-20 and I-10. Interstate 10 is El Paso, and then it goes on down to San Antonio, and then up into southern Louisiana, I think. I-40 starts in Wilmington, and it goes all the way west of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California. Yeah, I-20 goes through Dallas, Fort Worth.
When I was a kid, and we traveled, I mean, you know, we tent camped, or we had a camper, a tag-along camper. My dad, if we were going someplace like long distance, he would never leave until like 1 o'clock in the morning, because when the sun came up, he wanted to be someplace he hadn't ever seen before.
Yeah. Hi, Julie. You haven't dropped in a while. How you doing? And your daughter, how's your daughter doing?
Well, Scott, Todd, it is 10 o'clock. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, time to shut this puppy down. I got orders to pack, and I got to make a trip to pick up my auction wins. Yep.
And you said, how long did you say that was? About an hour?
Hour and 20 minutes or so.
Well, you burn up half the day just going there and back.
I know it.
No, I'm just saying that you're going to lose half the day going there, picking up your stuff and coming back.
Yeah. Kind of gives me a break from the just sitting in the cave here listing crap.
Yeah. All righty. Everybody, y'all have a great day. Thanks, Todd, for hosting.
Thanks for coming on the show, Tom. You going to do a show in the morning?
Yeah.
All right.
So somebody think about getting it on your schedule to come in and hang out with Todd on Friday. Like, you got a whole week to get your voice changer going and get you into those little animated character things.
I don't think Lag's ever been in a live chat.
Well, that's because he's in the witness protection system.
No, his mom's got a firewall on his computer. Won't let him get out.
Yeah. All right. Later, Todd.
Bye, guys. Thanks for popping in.